Directorate of Women Affairs.
The CDF Interforces Drill Competition was organized to promote and assess excellence in military drills, discipline, turnout, teamwork, coordination, and ceremonial standards among the participating teams. The competition provided an opportunity to demonstrate the importance of drill as a fundamental aspect of military professionalism. Beyond the execution of drill movements, the competition aimed at strengthening esprit de corps, cohesion, precision, confidence, and healthy competition among the participating teams.
I wish to reiterate that the UPDF is a people's army. It exists to defend the country, Uganda, protect the sovereignty, protect its people, and preserve the peace, security, and stability of our country. This has happened out of your hard work. This responsibility extends to the region, because we know the region we live in. And not only that, even beyond the region.
Drill is the foundation of military discipline. It is where obedience, teamwork, alertness, and pride in service are built. When we drill, we learn to listen intently, obey instantly and correctly, work as one body and not as individuals, and maintain smartness and endurance even under pressure.
Drill winning team is Special Forces Command Alpha.
The team leader, Special Forces Commander Alpha, you are requested to march forward so that together with the commander, Special Forces Command, you receive that trophy.
Good morning to you. Welcome back from that story that transpired yesterday as the Special Forces Command emerged overall winner of the second edition of the CDF Inter-Forces Drill Competition that was held at Kololo Ceremonial Grounds. The annual competition brings together personnel from different branches and units of the Uganda People's Defense Forces to test military precision, discipline, teamwork and cohesion. And this year's edition featured the Directorate of the Women Affairs, highlighting the growing participation of contribution of women in the forces. The Deputy Chief of Defense Forces, Lieutenant General Sam Okiding, represented the CDF General Muhoozi Kainerugaba at the event. Good morning to you. It's a Thursday, the 27th of August, 2026, and you are watching UBC TV this morning. We do appreciate you for waking up and choosing us to start the day with you. My name is Julie F. Nantaba with Robert Chirabo Nyonyinton. Robert, good morning to you.
Good morning, Nantaba.
Now here's something funny. This morning I got the opportunity to come listening to you over the radio, the program on farmers, on farming that you do. And this is something that caught, it's funny, it's really funny. It caught my attention, but I think got my mind mixed up for a second. You were actually talking about artificial insemination, and your guest kept on saying AI technicians in regards to farming, but the fact that he was using AI, I was thinking about artificial intelligence. And the whole time I was wondering, why are they talking about AI in cows, reproduction? It just did not make sense. Until after a while, I was like, wait, it must be artificial insemination and not artificial technology. So wow, you called me for just a bit with the program, but it's a very educative program.
And most of the times, people, when they listen to me on radio and see me on TV, they say the two don't match. I don't know why. The other veterinary, the other farmer, the other, and then this one, you see, they are totally two different people doing two different programs. But I'm very passionate about agriculture.
Right.
I love agriculture. I'm a farmer myself. And I know that is one of the areas where we can run away from poverty in huge numbers if you want to transform this country. Because you have so many people in agriculture, just that they are doing things wrongly, and that's why they're still in absolute poverty.
Right.
But if they get the art and have the right way of doing things, believe you me, life would be different.
Indeed. I think perhaps you should tell us when the program airs so that our viewer is able to listen to you in the morning before they watch it on set.
Well, I go on set at 5 a.m. in the morning,
right,
up to 6 a.m. on Star FM 87.5. Every weekday from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. I'm on Radio Star doing an agricultural program. Now, Julie, something that caught my attention yesterday while I was watching clips of the drills. UPDF has very beautiful women.
It does. It does.
They were dressed very smart. And it reminded me of what once someone told me, that when you see a soldier away from the uniform, the current regime of young women we have in the forces, if you met them somewhere else and then you met them in uniform, you can run.
Very interesting at that. You also remind me of a clip that is trending on social media of UPDF soldiers dancing Maganda. Now, it's a clip that's trending. It has crossed the borders of Uganda. It's all over Africa. And of course, it's pointing to, meanwhile, the Ugandan army. Most of the quotes on the different posts, be it Instagram, be it X, which was Twitter, it's really, really trending. And it's rather interesting to see them do their drills as they are also dancing and giving us some moves. But it's in that same spirit and that same note, Robert, that we get into the updates we have in the interest of time. But hey, do not forget to tell us where you are watching us from, all right? It's an honor for us to connect with you. We are humans and connection matters first before anything else. So let's get in touch. Get in touch with us by sending us a picture or a selfie of yourself. That is to 0709-602-592. It is your morning. Capture it. It's your moment. It's your picture. Tell us where you are watching us from, and we'll be glad to definitely connect with you this morning. And while you are at it, let's also be giving you an update of what's happening on the local, global, and in the dailies scenes all together, starting off with the local scene as led by Robert.
Well, more than 600,000 Ugandans reportedly leave the country each year in search for employment opportunities abroad. However, some use unlicensed labor recruitment agencies, exposing them to exploitation, trafficking, and other forms of abuse. Concerns have now been raised over 3 Ugandan nationals who were allegedly trafficked and are now detained in Thailand under unclear circumstances. They have been identified as Chisache Amon, Mushaija David, and Kusima Samuel. In a statement delivered to Parliament in regards to the same, the Minister for Gender, Labour and Social Development, Lieutenant General Henry Tumukunde, said the company used by the 3 to travel to Thailand was not licensed by the government of Uganda. He therefore said the ministry had no official information regarding their recruitment or travel agreements. Members of Parliament were dissatisfied with the minister's explanation, urging the government to be responsible to protect Ugandans who leave the country in search of better employment opportunities. The issue of the 3 alleged trafficked Ugandans and detained in Thailand was raised by the woman representative of Soroti City, Achom Joan Alobo, who the minister has tasked to provide additional information to further aid investigations and prepare to bring the Ugandans back home and also bring the perpetrators to book. The leadership of Parliament has inspected progress of the works on the construction site of the new parliamentary chambers. The team entailed the Speaker, Jacob Oboth Maxson, Deputy Speaker Thomas Tayebwa, Leader of Opposition Joe Senyonyi, members of parliamentary commissions and Clerk to Parliament Adolf Mesije, among others. The project, being undertaken by Rocco Construction Limited, has now entered its final structural phase. Once completed, the new debating chamber will accommodate more than 600 members of Parliament, which is a major upgrade from the current colonial-era chamber, which has outlived its capacity. Beyond the main chamber, the new complex will have expanded areas for journalists, visitors, distinguished guests, modern committee meeting rooms, and will integrate technology such as the automated voting system, allowing MPs to vote directly from their seats. With its final phase now underway, the new parliamentary building is expected to finally give the legislative arm of government a bigger and more modern home. The Office of the Prime Minister yesterday received another donation of food from the well-wishers to be distributed to the hunger-affected people of Karamoja. The Prime Minister, Robin Nabanja, said she has received 50 metric tons of rice, 6 metric tons of sugar, and 1,000 pieces of cloth. The donation came from the Nile Humanitarian Development Agency, Galax International School, and the Turkish community in Uganda. The Office of the Prime Minister continues to receive food aid for the hunger-stricken people of Karamoja. The Prime Minister, Robin Nabanja, hosted a team from the Nile Humanitarian Development Agency, Galax International School, and the Turkish community in Uganda who donated these items. While receiving these donations, the Minister in charge of Disaster Preparedness, Relief and Refugees, Sam Engola, thanked them for supporting the people of Karamoja. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister, Robin Nabanja, received the new Chinese ambassador to Uganda. The new Chinese ambassador pledged continued support to government of Uganda in a number of sectors to foster development in Uganda. Kampala Capital City Authority officials who have appeared before the Parliamentary Committee on Statutory Authorities and State Enterprises were sent back after failure of appearance by the Executive Director, Sharifa Bozeki. The delegation was led by the Deputy Director, KCCA Benon Kigenyi, who the committee thought wasn't capable of answering to the audit findings. The Deputy Director, KCCA Benon Kigenyi, informed the committee how the ED provided an electronic letter with an e-signature delegating him to appear for the audit queries. However, this raised concern in the committee, questioning the authenticity of the letter. Among the observations that was raised, concerns in the committee from the Auditor General's report for the year ended 30th of June 2025 include areas close to 300 billion shillings, unutilized assets like land mounting to 5.2 billion shillings, issues to do with waste management, among others. The committee also cautioned entities and accounting officers that continue to disregard committee summons and meetings. The Speaker of Parliament, Jacob Oboth, also continued to address absenteeism of accounting officers to the committees. The committee is to schedule another engagement with KCCA to make conclusive reports on the audit findings. Well, very interesting what is happening in the committees. I think now some people are beginning to shun. Remember yesterday we were talking of someone who shunned, and I think they scheduled, it was Thursday today, where that person, the Uganda Airlines, whatever happens, come rain, come sunshine, please, you must be there. Today is Thursday, not so?
Yes, it is.
Now here we see the executive director, but of course, according to the deputy, there was technology, written and signed later, delegating. But of course, we continue to thank the committees of parliament. They are doing a great job.
Right.
And I also want to thank the Minister for Works and Transport. Though I've not, for him, he's still saying we are going to arrest. I think he needs to take on the Balam approach.
I think he did yesterday. I forget the area he was.
He was showing houses that...
And graves.
Yes,
gravestones. I watched the news where he said he had arrested.
You know, there is a way Honorable Balam does it. Where he does it the way in our village we used to do things. I usually say this, that when we were growing up, we were told in the villages, now there could be a function, and they would say, those from Seguku so and so has your twajitanga miumbo jamere emere ya mwetu, it would be the, you know, now people from here so and so has yours. Now for the villagers, they don't want to know that it's mine, they have given me your food, but it is at my place. Once you're the one in charge of our muumbo gwemere,
you're the one in charge.
We just take you on, no explanation.
Unfortunately, the village style does not govern Uganda, and the law has its own ways.
And you see, the fight against corruption passes the law. So, for us, we want to see things done.
I know, right? I know, right?
I saw also shortly Honorable Nesmas in Parliament yesterday who raised the Okero Onyum issue.
Yeah.
See, people want to see this man hanged. Why don't you expedite the process?
Honorable Balam Barogahara's idea then at that time that Onyum should be taken to City Square and dealt with. But the law is the law at the end of the day, and it ideally governs a lot of things in the country. That's why we call it the law of the land. Now, Robert, I don't know if you know something called internet governance, but have you ever paid attention to internet governance in Uganda?
Somehow.
Right. And this, of course, internet governance is something that involves rules, procedures, or ways internet is used globally as it evolves. And that is a set of rules that govern this. Now, Uganda, things are still on the edge, and we'll be having that conversation a little later on for you to understand it. But in the United States of America, social media giant Meta has agreed to an $18 billion pay settlement with US states and territories to resolve claims that Facebook and Instagram harmed children. A California judge approved the settlement, which Meta must pay to 48 states plus the District of Columbia and the 3 US territories, marking the company's largest payment over child safety litigation to date. Meta will also implement a host of changes aimed at better protecting kids online, which the states had demanded, including default daily time limits and nighttime blocks. Meta has denied and continues to deny any wrongdoing as part of the settlement, and said on Wednesday that the payment it agreed to will be distributed in annual installments over a 10-year period. Judge Yvonne Gonzalez-Rogers approved the settlement, writing that it reflects a fair, reasonable, comprehensive, and good faith approach not only to provide monetary relief, but importantly to change conduct in a way that attempts to meaningfully address the negative impacts of the social media platforms at issue. Now, moving on, in a still unfolding disaster, verified videos showed dozens of people swept away at the border, with authorities on both sides fearing far higher casualties and massive destructions. This is in regards to the floods that hit Nepal-Tibet border, where 157 bodies have been recovered. Houses, roads and power projects were washed away in Nepal, while officials in Tibet said they feared major casualties after a mudslide hit a land crossing in the country of Jirong. It was a huge gush of mud coming straight towards us. As it got closer, it kept rising higher and higher. When I saw it enter our home, I tried to grab my wife's hand and take her to the terrace, but she was swept away by the mud, said Keshav Parasad Baral, a 68-year-old survivor who was being treated at a small hospital. 4 or 5 hours later, a helicopter came to rescue me. My wife is still somewhere beneath the mud. She's gone. Another survivor described being saved by clinging to a mango tree as he watched the house where he had been working disappear. Initial reports from Nepali officials suggested an earthquake in the area could have caused the lower part of a glacier to collapse and trigger the floods. The USGS later said the tremor recorded at the time was caused by the glacial rock and ice collapsing to the valley floor. And on to the continent, Guinea's President Mamadi Doumbouya, who's 41 years, has dismissed more than 170 soldiers for desertion, including a colonel who helped him seize power in a coup in 2021. Colonel Michel Lama was a member of the Special Forces, the elite army unit which Doumbouya once commanded. When he overthrew President Alpha Conde, Doumbouya said he would not seek election and would hand over to civilian rule. He went on to renege on that promise and stood in December's election, which he won with a landslide. The dismissals announced in a decree on state television are thought to be part of the ongoing efforts by the president to consolidate his control and prevent potential challenges to his leadership. Those in the firing line came from various branches of the military. No details were given about the circumstances of the alleged desertions of the 173 military personnel when General Amara Kamara, the president's spokesperson, read out the decree on Monday. Colonel Lama caught public attention during the September 2021 coup when he was photographed in a vehicle carrying deposed President Conde. Interesting things that take place in the continent.
But Julie, if someone has deserted, they are no longer in the forces, they have run away.
Right. Have they run away really anyway?
Because a deserter is someone who takes, I don't even want to call it leave, without authorization.
Right. Indeed. Now, our time is against us, and we definitely need to catch up with your morning. But before that, let's take a look at what the dailies have this morning.
Now, the new vision, Among speaks out after house arrest. Confiscated property, frozen accounts under review. Museveni defends Balam and Namere. Yes, Musei. Government value surveyor held over road fraud. And Ame urged on drill precision. Still moving on, there's so much regarding URA, asked the Commissioner General. Now, Daily Monitor. Places with the highest new HIV infections. And what are some of these places? I see Ankole 6.3, Busoga 3.2, Northern Buganda 5.8, this is in the percentage, and South Buganda 7.5. You people, HIV is still present. When you read the Monitor today, it caused so much.
Indeed.
And HIV/AIDS.
I know, right? A sad story there it is. Now, looking at the rest of East Africa, 24 hours of political twists, that is in the Citizen, and that's the headline on there. But also, safety concerns grow amid rising violence in Zanzibar. Football, also gold rebounds strongly after June slide, and property owners minister differ on Sinza redevelopment. Now, looking at the Daily Nation, representing Kenya, queries over Korean Paul Kit's bidder. That is Decision 2027. What that means in the Daily Nation, of course. And tributes pour in for Dolly Parton, country music icon. And why police will get new uniform after 8 years. Why? That is in the Daily Nation. And that brings us to the end of this story. As we go in for a short break, yours is to tell us where you are watching from. But a reminder that you can also take some time off and go enjoy good breakfast at Chiki Choma. Chiki Choma Cafe. Taste the best. It is a lounge and it's highly recommended rooftop restaurant and lounge located along Bulindo Road in Kira Town, Kampala. directly opposite Mulawa Mall. So if you're coming from that side of town, you might as well pass by Chikichoma, get yourself good breakfast, and of course head over to work. You can also pick it, take it away, and come through with an amazing meal from Chikichoma.
I thought they had brought us something.
Looking forward to enjoying Chikichoma here on set. In the meantime, capture your morning, all right? It is your morning, it is your moment, it is your picture. So tell us where you are watching us from. Send a picture or a selfie of yourself to 0709 602 592. Let's catch up, let's connect. Good morning.
Live from UPC Studios in Kampala.
The Directorate of Women Affairs.
The CDF Interforces Drill Competition was organized to promote and assess excellence in military drills, discipline, turnout, teamwork, coordination, and ceremonial standards among the participating teams. The competition provided an opportunity to demonstrate the importance of drill as a fundamental aspect of military professionalism. Beyond the execution of drill movements, the competition aimed at strengthening esprit de corps, cohesion, precision, confidence, and healthy competition among the participating teams.
I wish to reiterate that the UPDF is the People's Army. It exists to defend the country, Uganda, protect the sovereignty, protect its people, and preserve the peace, security, and stability of our country. This has happened out of your hard work. This responsibility extends to the region, because we know the region we live in. And not only that, even beyond the region.
Drill is the foundation of military discipline. It is where obedience, teamwork, alertness, and pride in service are built. When we drill, we learn to listen intently, obey instantly and correctly, work as one body and not as individuals, and maintain smartness and endurance even under pressure.
Drill winning team is Special Forces Command Alpha.
And this happens commonly when children are starting to walk.
Was brought to you by
I'll call you every day, yeah yo, baby dondolo.
You can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks Kubei Dondoro. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000 or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100*21# and select daily or use the My MTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.
question is, what is the difference between rental tax and income tax? How comes I'm paying both taxes on my own premises? If you want to have a tin, but you are not making any income from your business, you should take on the obligation to continue filing your nil return.
Commissioner General, to invest in taxation, when people understand taxes and they know the importance of taxes and they know the fair assessment of these taxes they're supposed to pay, I think everybody will embrace taxation.
As banning groupage cargo clearance protects small traders who cannot afford to import full container loads individually and rely on consolidation to remain competitive. Cargo to come in groupage is consolidation, it's legitimate, and we can't ban it. What we have banned, or what we have stopped, is the use of container leaders. Now, Fiona, the good news I have for you is that among the new tax proposals,
now you can get direct answers. Send your tax-related questions via WhatsApp or SMS to 0790-141-887 and the Commissioner General of URA, John Musinguzi, will personally address them. Tune in to UBC News Tonight every Monday and Wednesday for expert insights and clear explanations. Booza Commissioner.